All right, let's start with the lesson of the accents in French language. Like in Hindi and in Punjabi, we have matras. In French also we have the accents. Okay, we have various kind of accents which will give you a glance in the pronunciation and the meaning. So whenever you are using these accents, the meaning of the noun will change. All right, even though the pronunciation is same, sometimes the meaning of the word will be different. So let's learn how. We have first accent, which is accent aigu. Okay, it is accent aigu. It is a line which is going towards the right hand side. So we can even call this as accent droite. Accent droite. Okay, in English we call it as acute accent, so it changes the pronunciation, right? In French, e is pronounced as e is pronounced as however, when you use this accent accent aigu, the sound will be of a. Okay, the sound will be of a. So example is written over here, cafe with the accent aigu. So the pronunciation will come out as cafe, cafe. Okay, so ca is ka and fe with the accent aigu is fe, cafe. If you will not put this accent and simply put e, it will be a meaningless noun, which is calf. Okay, so it is very important to know and have the understanding where to use the accents exactly. All right, so the meaning indicates a closed vowel sound, right? uh, let's have the another example. We have cafe and élève, élève. So when I am pronouncing élève, we have another sound of accent grave. All right, so first of all, this accent, which is accent aigu, the sound will be of a. Now we have another accent. We can move on to the further accent, which is accent grave. Okay, so it changes the sound as a. Okay, now élève, you see, so I have two sound, one of accent aigu and the other one is of accent grave. Okay, so for the accent grave, I have given another example, which is très. Okay, très bien, right? Très bien is very well or very good. Okay, and also accent grave is also used upon a and u to distinguish between the words. Okay, as I said, so when you are using the accents, there will be a different meaning of that particular noun, and if you are not using it, there will be again a different meaning of that noun, though they are pronounced the same way. Let's have an example. All right, so here one example you already know, it is très, très bien, or très. I didn't write here bien, bien. Okay, I just wrote très to give you an example of accent grave. Okay, now you see ou also. Okay, ou with the accent grave, it means where. Okay, ou with the accent grave upon you means where. However, ou without any accent means or, right? A girl or a boy. All right. So in those contexts, when we use or. So I hope you are understanding. With the accent, the meaning will change of the noun. Let's move on further. Let's learn about exocircumflex. It is also called as exochapeau, as it has an hat-like structure upon A, E, I, O, U. Fine. So it changes in pronunciation and may signal the presence of a letter that has dropped out of S. Okay. For example, forest, hospital. So how do we pronounce these words in French? Let's see. So first example is hopital. Fine. H is a vowel, but it's a mute vowel. Okay. We never pronounce H in French, though it is used in written French only. Fine. So the pronunciation with the circumflex upon O, hospital will be pronounced as hôpital in French. Okay. Forest will be pronounced as forêt. Fine. So it gives you a little slight sound change. Hence the pronunciation will be forêt. So you can consider the chapeau upon ESS. Okay. But the pronunciation will not be forest, but we will just take A of S. Okay. Forêt. So it indicates a sound change or a missing letter. Fine. Further, we have exocedal. It changes the pronunciation of C, which is ka. Okay, whenever in any noun C is written, the sound will change to ka. However, if C has the exocedal under this, the sound will change to sa. Okay. Now let's see the example. Example, garçon. Garçon. Fine. If there will not be any accent like saddle, generally the exosaddle is used only and only on letter C, no other consonant or vowel. Okay. So without accent, the pronunciation of this word will be garcon, which doesn't have any meaning. Okay. Next is leçon. Okay. So you are not supposed to pronounce it as leco, but leçon. Why? Because it has a exosaddle. Hence, whenever you see there is an exosaddle under C for any noun, please take the sound of S instead of K. So in this slide, you learn about exothrema. Okay. So, it gives you the sound of two vowels, which is A and E. Hence, the sound is E. Fine. It is generally used upon E, I, U. For you will just see the examples. Fine. Example, Noel, knife. Fine. So this is how you have to learn the exothrema. It is less used most of the time. 95% of the time you will observe that lot of noun have exo-acute, exograph or exo-circumflex. Okay. So, but you should learn about exothrema as well. Whenever you are pronouncing any noun which has double dot upon E-I-U, please take the sound of E. Fine. So here you have example of different accents in French found only on letter E. So exo-acute is found only on letter E. It changes the sound of to sharp A. Okay. Example, école. Fine. Another example, éléphant. Fine. Now we have exograph. It changes the sound to A. Fine. So example, père, la. Here, it's not always that you have to change the sound. Upon A or U, if this accent has been used, that means it is giving you a different meaning of the noun, though it is pronounced same. So LA with exograph means there, and LA without any accent, it will be pronounced as la. However, the meaning will be for feminine singular, article definite, the. Okay. So you can see here, la means the. Let's learn the French alphabets. A, A. So you have to open, like wide open your mouth and say A. B, B. C, C. D, D. E, E. F, F. G, G. H, H. I, I. J, J. K, ka, L, L, M, M, N, N, O, O, P, P, Q, Q, R, R, S, S, T, T, U, U, V, V, W, W, which is double V, X, X, Y, Y, Z, Z. Okay, so A is pronounced as bada A of Hindi, like A se aam. Okay, like that you have to pronounce letter A in French. So the pronunciation will be A always. So E of English will be pronounced as like chote a se anar. Okay, G is pronounced as J and J is pronounced as J. All right, so now we have some sounds. I will explain you. Sounds are produced by the combination of letters and the accents, right? So let's see the different sound. In English also we have sounds. In Punjabi and Hindi also we have different sound, right? When we use the vowels with other consonants, the sound will change with each word or each noun you are making, all right? Now we have ch over here. Okay, we are seeing the example of a, letter a. Okay, so please never pronounce any noun in French like English. It is not a in French. Again I repeat, it is a. Okay, so here we see the example. C is pronounced as say in French. However, when we have ch, it will become as sh. CH is pronounced as sh. Okay, now we have A with it, right? So A is pronounced as A. Now the letter will become a word as sha. Fine. So T is not pronounced. Most of the time in French, last letter of any noun is not pronounced. Okay. Last letter of any word is not pronounced most of the time. Okay, so now the example is pronounced as sha. Okay, this means male cat, sha. Okay, now we have another example with letter E. So as you already know, it is pronounced as all right. Now here you see the example LE. LE is L. It is, please do not pronounce it as lay or li. Pronounce it as l. L. Okay, this means the. Again, this is a definite article. Okay, then we have another example with the accent. So we have two accents here, and which accents these are? Very good, these are XO IQ, and the sound will be very good, ete. Okay, so example first is le, le, and example 2 is ete, ete. Let's move on. Now we have a letter E. Okay, E is I of English. Okay, so in French we call it as E. Now if you put E with any other consonant, the sound will be of E itself. Example C. SI is C, which means if. And also yes, when anyone asks you any question in a interrogative form. Okay, I will explain you that later on, but here just understand the example C means if for now. Okay, then we have another vowel, which is O. Again, the sound will be of O only. Example, rose, rose, and then porth, porth, right? So this is easy. Let's move on to U. U example, we have lune, lune, which is moon. Then we have our favorite accent, which is XOAQ. Example is already, cafe. Then exograph. The example is pear, pear. Then again we have my favorite accent, exochapeau, the cute one. Exocircumflex, être. Être is a verb which means to be. Let's move on. Okay, now we have again upon O we have exochapeau. It is pronounced as hotel, hotel. Okay. Nasal vowel sound, right? So these are very important. You can make a note in your notebooks with your uh, maybe in Hindi or Punjabi if you want. So I'll just give you the nasal vowel sound here. First one, an. In the noun, wherever you see an is there, okay, most of the time the sound will come as on, okay, for en as well. So both an and en will be pronounced as on, on, on. Example, song, song, without, okay, song, songs, okay. And in is ain is also ein is also okay. Example, pain, pain. On is on. If you can hear it properly, on. The sound will be no, no. Okay. So again, I'll repeat. An and en will be on, on. Ain and ein will be eh. On will be on. Okay. So the example are sans, pain, non. Okay. We have un as okay. Like in Hindi we have angur, so likewise in French we have okay. Example is brun, brun, brun. Very good. So practice upon these nasal sounds and the vowel sound. It will be very easy for you to catch up and to pronounce the French in a very good manner. Okay. This is what I can say right now. So practice well upon the nasal sounds and the vowel sound. Let's move on. Let's learn the consonant sounds. First one is B, B, right? However, if we use them with the other vowels, the sound will change. As I already explained you, EAU is pronounced as O, right? So with B, if it has been written, the pronunciation will become as Bo, Bo. Bo is beautiful. If you say il fait beau, that means you are saying the weather is beautiful. Then we have letter C, right? So if it is written along with AOU, the sound will be of ka. And if it is used along with E and I of French, so and E, then the pronunciation will turn out to be C. Please make a note of this. If it is written CA, the pronunciation will be ka. CO, pronunciation will be ko. CU, pronunciation will be ku. However, if it is written like CE, pronunciation will be sir, and CI, pronunciation will be C, right? So there is another thing. with the exosedal. You have already learnt about it. If you see the accent sedal under C, again the sound will come as S, right? No matter if it is written with A or O. If it is, generally it is used with A and O only, okay? So C with the exosedal and A will be Sa. C with the exosedal and O will be So. So these are the three different sounds. I would request you to make the note in your notebook. Example, we have car, car. Okay, it's not a vehicle, but when we say as, right, as you said, so in that context you can use car. Okay, then we have surf. Surf is deer. Let's see another one. They, right? So when it is written with the vowel, we have exo aq here. So obviously it is A. So they, right? And U is U. So the pronunciation will turn out to be debut. Debut. Next we have letter F. Now we have E with the cute accent exo circumflex or exo chapeau. The pronunciation will turn out to be fifth, fifth, right? Then we have J. So if J is written before A O U, the sound will become as G, okay? And if it is written along with E or I, the sound will become as G. Understood? So G, like in French, J and A is ga, J and O is go, and J and U will be gu. Like in some noun you will understand more, okay? But just understand it will be of g sound. If it is written like G E, then the sound will be G, and G I, again the sound will be G. Example, gar, gar. And then another example with I, giraffe, giraffe. Ash. Ash is silent in most cases. So example is om, om. So not ho, but om. Okay, om. We have letter G. Now we have OU. OU is U, right? So JOUR will be jour, jour. Letter L. Again, it has been written along with OU. So U, loop, loop. Letter N. OI. Please understand. OI. The pronunciation is OA. OA. Right? So here the pronunciation will be noir. Noir. Air. The most difficult letter. Air. Rouge. Rouge. Okay. Now S. At the beginning, right, or between the vowel, the sound will be of S. However, if it is written between any voiced sound, you will understand, okay, what I am trying to say. So the sound will be of Z. That means in the last, okay. Like in English also, we end up calling S as Z, okay. Example, sal, because it is in the beginning, right? Sal. Then example 2 will give you the sound of Z, rose, rose, right? You are not saying rose, you are saying rose. Next letter is te. Again, the pronunciation will change depending upon another vowels which are given here. Now em, em is on, right? So the pronunciation will turn out to be ton, ton. Understand very well. You have to figure out in the noun whatever kind of sounds are coming into picture, you have to pronounce it in that particular way, okay? You have to go through these consonant sounds once again and understand it in a better way. Try to get other vocabulary example and pronounce them. Let's move on to the special sounds. We have CH over here. CH is sh, sh, right? Example, sha, sha. Then we have OU. OU is oo. So any noun where you see OU, the pronunciation will be woo, woo. OI, I explained you, OI is oa. So the pronunciation here it will be boa, right? Like other example we have MOI, moa, TOI, toa, TROIS, throa, right? So OI is oa. UI will be ui, ui, right? Example, nui, nui. AY and AI will be a sound. Example, paye, paye. It's a verb. CO is co. There is no accent. It is written simply CO. Sound will be co. Example, come on, say. Come on, say. Then CA will be ka, ka, because there is no accent. Okay. Example, calm, calm, right? So please practice upon these sounds. These will be very much helpful for you for your effective pronunciation in French. Let's move on. I have some examples with C where you will observe the different sounds. First one is sha, second is chocolat, café, seal, copain, copain, cuir, right? Because UI is we, cuir, cerise, chanson, cadeau, casserole, right? Let's repeat. Chat, chocolat, café, seal, copain, cuir, cerise, chanson, cadeau, casserole. Très bien. Now we have examples with G. Okay, example with letter G. Now with each vowel, the sound will change. Please listen very attentively. So GA with the accent chapeau and EAU, the sound will be gaton. Gaton. Garçon. Now why I'm saying here as son? Very good, because accent cedille has come into picture. Garçon. Guitar. Guitar. Very good. Glass. Glass. Guerre. Guerre. Group. Group. Gagné, right? GN will be near, right? Near. Gagné. Gagné. Gentil. Gentil. Grosse. Grosse. Geste. Geste. Right? So let's pronounce them together. Gâteau. Garçon. Guitar. Glass. Guerre. groupe, gagner, gentil, grosse, geste. Very good. Keep up the practice well. Let's move on to the other page.